Hey everyone, this is Mike Dudek and you're tuned into another episode of Dining with Dudek. Now back in 1965, world-renowned wrestler Ilio DiPaolo traded in the ring for a restaurant and to pursue his dream of owning a restaurant here in Buffalo, New York. He started out with a small pizzeria with only 4 employees, but over the decades, it's blossomed and expanded into a Buffalo landmark. Here we are at Ilio DiPaolo's. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. No.
I've come here a few times. You know, we actually came here a couple years ago for my mother's birthday.
Oh yeah.
You know,
yeah.
so
Yeah,
it's just been a place that everyone knows about. You know, and I know that you were saying that it was one of your dad's dreams to have a restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, you know, my father came to this country, you know, after the war, World War II. I mean, there was nothing in Italy. It was devastated. So everybody's dream was to come to America. The streets were lined in gold. My father being, you know, 6'3", 255 pounds, you know, he's expecting to see a lot of food and everything else as he come to this country. But America was a land of opportunity before the streets were lined in gold. So he knew that when he came here wrestling after Venezuela, wrestled, and which got him into this country. And then he, you know, always had that dream when he got out of wrestling that he wanted to have a restaurant because that was one sure way he'd never go hungry.
Definitely, you'd always have the food coming in.
Yeah.
And so it started off a small pizza shop with 4 employees, and I mean, you can see all this.
Right where we're sitting right now is actually the pizza room, right in front of this window
right
here. Yeah, this is where we used to throw the pizzas up, and my father just don't hit the ceiling. He used to say, you know, we're all sure, Dad, but you know, right here, and that was the thing. Back in those days, in 1965, when we opened up, there was one pizzeria in Lackawanna, one in the village of Hamburg, and Ilio's. I mean, pizza was just a new thing out in the world there for the food, and people really caught on to it. And as our family grew, so did the business, and we had very wonderful employees through all these 47 years we've been here that have made a huge difference. And my father always felt as though that, you know, when you have good people with you, you know, you can go wherever you need to go and you'll be successful.
All right, here we are behind the scenes at Ilio DiPaolo's with Chef Mike DiPaolo. Hey, thanks for having me.
How you doing? No, thanks for having me, Mike. I appreciate it.
Very good.
On TV, all right.
Exactly. All right, so what do we have cooking back here today?
Okay, today we're going to do 3 dishes. We're going to do shrimp and scallops marinara over linguine. We're going to do lasagna with meat sauce, and then we're going to do chicken Abruzzi with mushrooms and artichoke hearts.
Very good.
One of our most popular dishes here at the restaurant.
Awesome. Let's start.
Okay, let's roll. We do our own homemade meatballs, homemade lasagna. We're getting into there. So.
Everything. Now, are these recipes that you learned from your family, your father, mother?
My father, and there was one lady Italian cook that we had years and years ago, Sarah Silvestrini, that kind of taught me the ropes when I was growing up.
All right.
Cooking pretty much most of my life, so.
Very good.
You know, and my dad, all from the old country.
Awesome.
It also got, that was Eisenada.
All right.
That's our mushrooms and artichoke heart.
Very good.
Bit of white wine in here.
Oh yeah.
It's a nice boneless, skinless Italian breaded chicken breast.
All right.
Okay. No skin.
And that's with your breadcrumbs, homemade breadcrumbs?
That's using our Ilio DiPaolo's Italian seasoned breadcrumbs.
All right.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, this is our piccata sauce. It's a nice little secret. It's a lemon white wine, I think with a little cornstarch. That's our chicken Abruzzi.
Very nice.
Okay.
This is one serving right here.
One serving.
Oh, wow.
Hey, it had to be large enough to feed my dad. And my dad in his prime was 255 pounds of solid mass muscle.
He wasn't a small man.
No,
he was not a small man.
Just a little bit of our meat sauce.
All right. Ooh. pasta al dente?
Al dente.
Al dente. Okay, al dente.
Did you get that? Marinara, just a little bit in here. Yeah.
Pour it all right on there.
Those are our 3 dishes for today.
Awesome. Well, hey, again, thank you very much.
Oh, Mike, it's a pleasure having me on.
All right,
Appreciate it.
I
Thank
can't
you
wait to
very
try
much.
this stuff.
There you go.
Awesome.
We've been blessed with wonderful employees for all these years, and it's really made a difference and allowed us to expand. With 13 times we've expanded, buying factories, houses, parking, kitchens. As you can see, our kitchen's 60 yards long.
Probably the biggest kitchen I've seen.
Yeah, it's my brother and he'll say in the back, you know, we call it the palace back there for him. So it's good.
So, all right, so we're in the original pizza shop,
Yep.
basically right here.
Yeah.
We have the 2 banquet halls.
Yes.
That could be, well, you can make it
Divide
2.
them up, right?
So,
Yeah, make it
and
in
then
3.
the patio.
Our courtyard is real nice. It's real done up in there. We patterned it right after my father's hometown in Taraqua.
Okay.
When we were there, and we said, boy, walking down, we said, this reminds us. We come back, and we said, doesn't this little area look just like in Italy? And we redid it just to duplicate of what you see in my father's hometown,
nice.
a little courtyard. So
Yeah.
very nice.
We always enjoy our meals here. We're all either presently or former employees at Hildred College. We've been coming here for probably over 30 years.
Oh, wow.
And we knew Dennis's dad, Ilio, really well. The college honored him back in the 90s, and we know Dennis real well. And so we come here as often
This
as
is where
we
we
can.
meet every time
Yeah,
we get
we-
together. We meet
Yeah,
here.
this is
Right.
the hot spot then, huh?
Yeah, this is the hot
Fair
spot.
enough.
Yeah.
Food
is
the
excellent.
food's
That's-
always good, and the company's good. And, yeah, feel welcome.
For sure. That's very nice. If you could pick a dish, what would you suggest to someone coming here? I mean, I'm sure there's many
I
of
end up
them.
having like
I always have the
salads,
sauce.
but I mean,
Anything
again,
with sauce.
The
sauce
sauce.
is great.
Anything
Dressing
with
is great.
sauce.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys saw what happened back there in the kitchen. I mean, I can't wait to try this food. Lovely drink. We got our bread right here with some Italian olive oil with the seasonings in there to spice things up, and here comes the food.
Do lasagna, our #1 seller.
All
It's
right.
there for you, okay?
Thank you very much,
Very good.
Dennis. It looks
Mangiare, now
delicious.
enjoy.
All right.
Fromage, little pepper, there you go.
What would you recommend? A little bit of
little
both?
cheese, a little sprinkle, a little bit
Okay.
of cheese.
All
Yeah,
right.
here. A little fromage right on it.
There we go.
There you go, yeah.
All
nice,
right.
nice, nice.
Can't wait
All
to
right,
try this.
Very good.
Thank you very
Enjoy,
much.
Enjoy.
All right.
Buon appetito, yeah?
Look at this. You see the steam coming off of it. We get these layers in here too. Got all those layers. All right. Here we go. Dining with Dudek. Oh wow. That's delicious. You can really taste that the sauce is homemade. The cheese, the beef in there, it's seasoned perfectly. Go in there again. And Dennis was right, you gotta put a little bit of the cheese on there for the extra flavoring, you know? Add a little extra level to it. That's good. And then all the murals you're saying hand painted.
All hand painted. Marco Silvestri did it way back when my father was alive in our main dining room. That's the Bay of Sorrento with Vesuvius in the background.
All right.
Painted. Each mural took him 2 weeks, and it was all you know. And he would just and he would go Mario, Marco, and then he like ignored. He was focusing so much. An old time Italian. And he'd say, God bless, not with us now. And then Melina and Prish, two ladies from the city of Buffalo, come down and they did the entire restaurant and all hand painted. You could see the murals in the banquet rooms, the Castello Brolo, and then the hometown of my father. It's very nice. And
That was
yeah,
nice.
it's great. Yeah.
It is, I can just see, just by looking around the place, you can tell that this is what he wanted to do, and he loved this place,
Yeah.
And all the people. I mean, he's a staple in this community, and this restaurant is as well. All right. Thank you very much, Frank. Thank you very much. All right, we have the shrimp and scallops marinara right here. And again, like Frank said, you know, Dennis said, you gotta add a little cheese on here. There you go. It just looks beautiful on the plate right there. Okay, so we're gonna start off with. I just want to try, you know, the shrimp right now. I'll tell you each individual one. There we go. Oh wow. It was cooked perfectly. The shrimp is still nice, plump, juicy, and with the marinara in there, ooh, that's delicious. And just the dusting of the flour that they did in there, it's great. There we go. This is how you have to do it. You have to do it with a spoon. All right. You bring it up. Oh wow, that's delicious. Again, the pasta's cooked perfectly. The combination with the seafood in there. Here's a scallop. All right. All right. Again, like you said, Mike in the back there, he said, you know, you got to be careful cooking the scallops because if you cook them too long, they're going to turn tough. And this right here, they're nice and tender and just a plump, beautiful scallop.
This is our chicken Abruzzi.
Okay, thank you very
welcome.
much. This
Enjoy.
looks delicious.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, chicken Abruzzi. I've never had this before, but it just, I mean, look at the color right there of the artichoke, and then you have this nice breaded chicken breast under there, and the mushrooms, and then you have the lemon wine sauce on here. I wanted to try the sauce first. It's like a very rich, almost like a gravy. It's really good. Okay, so here we go with the chicken. Here we go. You can see that. Look at the wonderful crisp on there. Cooked with the Ilio DiPaolo's homemade breadcrumbs. You got a little mushroom right here, and a little artichoke. We're gonna go everything at once. These chicken breasts right here are awesome. Nice, crispy, full of flavor. Then you get hit with the nice richness of the sauce on here. And then the tanginess of the artichokes. It's just so good. And then these mushrooms. Full of flavor, nice and delicate. But this chicken. Dennis would want me to. A little fromage on there. All right. This is really, really great. Okay, Dennis, thank you. And
our cannoli, our #1 dessert. Actually, we sell more of that in Western New York than anybody else. The cannoli,
really?
All the mascarpone cheese and the shell made for us by Ballesteri's Bakery.
Okay.
Long time traditional, 3 generations of bakery there. We put together the cream and everything with them, and it makes a beautiful dessert. Our #1 here that we have at the restaurant. People come from all over. Take them home and take them visiting, and they don't go without a cannoli to finish off their beautiful dinners. So.
Awesome! I can't wait to try this. It looks delicious, and I mean, everything else. I've tasted the freshness and everything.
Yes, thank you.
I love it.
And
Very
this is
good
also
job.
one you need to share too. I mean, it's but it's
Oh,
I don't know. Mike looks like you can do a good job. You can finish that up.
Thank you so much.
Very good.
All right, I can't wait to dig in.
Go ahead, enjoy.
All right.
Little espresso coming up for you too.
All right. Okay, very
right.
nice. Look at this. First of all, it's beautiful. I mean, you got the nice shaved chocolate here. You heard it from him. These are homemade shells. The inside, the cream, everything. Okay. And again, enough talking. Here we go. This will be the slow motion shot. Oh man. I'm kind of lost for words right now. It's just got this great sweet vanilla taste to it. It's so smooth, so creamy. It's got a nice chilled taste to it. Here, let's try some of this shell. Shell first. Oh wow. Nice crisp shell. Just everything all together. Here it is. I'm so happy right now. This just makes you, eating this just makes you feel happy. Yeah, I mean, you can't eat this and frown. It's just a smiling, happy cannoli dish. Ilio DiPaolo's. We can't say enough about this place. Beautiful atmosphere. I mean, the lights, the murals, the banquet halls, everything. You can tell that there's a lot of love in this family and then in this restaurant. I mean, the food, you saw me. It speaks for itself. Delicious. Okay, here we are. What more could you ask for? Ilio DiPaolo's. Blaisdell, New York. I mean, don't forget, tell them Dudek sent you. Ilio DiPaolo's is conveniently located right off exit 56 at 3785 South Park Ave, Blaisdell, New York. If you'd like to set up a banquet with them or make reservations, check their website or call them at 825-3675. The lemon really does do something to it. It really brings out the flavor. I'm gonna put more on there. Why not, right? Between the flavor of the espresso and the lemon. Pinky's extended, remember. I won't be sleeping tonight after this, but just, oof, so good. So, a story about your father that you could share with us?
Oh, we got many of them. How long do we have? No, but yeah, no, my father was always, he was the one that when he waved that big hand of his and said, be home 11 o'clock, I was home at 1:45. We weren't taking chances. But he would always, as we were talking earlier, I mean, you know, food, he loved the food. He loved to cook. And we'd always go as we were kids, you know, Saturday morning, Dad, there's nothing to eat, Dad, nothing to eat. And he could go in the refrigerator and just unload it. And back in those days, he didn't have microwave. You had the skillet pan. All the families had on. You threw it in the pan, then he'd crack an egg, and it was the most delicious breakfast or lunch or dinner, whatever you had. So you never, there was always something in the fridge to eat and enjoy, and then that's what it was. And he took that ability and his talents, along with a lot of good friends, Sammy Fassel, Larcellas, you know, and all of them that, you know, helped him cook with them and go through the years, and been able to use those same recipes, the same, our sausage taste. I mean, everything's still identical. 47 years that we've been here. As you can see, the tradition. You can go to the culinary arts and you can learn all that stuff, and that's great. We tell all of our chefs, but when the Italian stays Italian right here. You don't change that recipe.